got a special guest. He's frequently, you know what I'm saying, coming through. Always give him his props and shit because he don't have to do this. He's a busy man. He's a business owner. He's a father. He's a trainer. You know, he does everything, man. He's a jack of all trades. Please welcome the homie, Brian Norman Sr. What's going on, Brian?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, boss? Everything good with you?
Yeah, man.
I
Yeah, man. I'm
apologize
getting
for the
ready.
darkness, man, but I'm not in a position where I can get light at the moment. But go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, man. I'm just getting ready for Arizona. I'm getting ready for Norarate and Oscar Valdez too. Is you coming to the fight, or you got to take care of business in the ATL?
Yeah, nah, I don't come out. Yeah, nah, I'm cool. Not on that one. I'm straight.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. All right. So, well, quick question. I wanted to start with, of course, what transpired between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. What's your assessment of that fight? What's your honest assessment of that fight?
You say, what's my assessment?
Yeah, what did you think of it?
It wasn't fake. It wasn't scripted. I did see certain things. I mean, but as a fighter, and me knowing age and me knowing, me being out of the game for a long time, it was his legs. The main thing was his legs. All the videos y'all saw, everything he was doing, if you noticed, the motherfucker was right in front of him. It was his legs. He couldn't. Man, I'm dealing with it at this moment right now as we speak. I'm training myself and working out to get some things done myself. But these legs, these legs, these legs, and I'm only 45. I'm not 58. These legs do not want to cooperate. So you got Mike being double. I've been out of the game for 13 years. So that means Mike been out of the game. Mike been out of the game longer than me.
20. Dub.
20, right, right. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like it's a lot, man. It's a lot. It's a lot for Mike. It's a lot that Mike had to go through and had to endure, man. And he just, I think it was his legs. He just Father Time is undefeated. And I mean, I think he wanted to. I think he was trying to. He had some things he had to get together in the ring. I mean, he was frustrated. That's why he kept biting. That's why he kept hopping. That's why he was trying to figure out what the fuck to do. He could. I mean, the target wasn't right in front of him like he had been doing on the pads and the mitts and the bag and all his sparring partners and everything else. The target wasn't right in front of him.
Well, B, before I respond, let me help you, man. All you got to do is just lift leg weights a little bit. Just start at around 200 and then just run in a pool. You don't have to swim, just run. Just get one of them 4 feet pools. Walk in the pool for about 30
Oh,
minutes.
I know how to get back together. What you do is you do what you used to doing or whatever, but it takes time to get it back together. It's a lot of time it takes to get it back together. It's a lot of pain to go through to get it back together.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. I just think with Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, I think some of us got caught up from watching Mike Tyson from 1986 and thought that something special was going to happen. But then after the 5th round, it was just kind of like, all right, I know where this is going. But at the same time, I think I don't have any more respect for Jake Paul than I had his last fight because I think a
Absolutely
lot of
not.
us, yeah, I
Yeah,
just
no,
think a lot
it
of
was
us are
still, yeah, it was
retarded.
still nothing. Yeah, it was still nothing. And nah, I was out of there by the third round. I knew Mike didn't have a chance. By the
Yeah,
second and third, by the second and third round, and I start watching Mike. When I watched Mike, when Jake moved away from him and he moved around, like I told you, I occasionally do this myself. Even from now, but even past now, the last couple of days, but where I try to use my legs, they're very, very limited. And again, Mike Tyson, 13 years older than me. So they're very limited when you want to do that. Now, why did Mike Tyson get the legs ready like he should have? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he didn't want to go through that pain. Because as I said, it takes a lot of pain to go through it.
yeah, I understand. Okay, so Brian, I wanted to give you a chance to respond to something. I was kind of bothered by something that I seen, and I just wanted to get your response to it. I had seen um I'm not gonna say his name, but you know who he is. He basically did a video and he kind of labeled you, Bill, and somebody else as toxic fathers, which I didn't know where that was coming from, and I was kind of disappointed to see this particular boxer doing that because I thought that was some bullshit. And to be honest with you, from me to you, I could go really deeper and really get, really get
Nah,
disrespectful. But
he
I
just a
want to
hate.
get your opinion of it.
Nah, he just a hating ass individual. Everybody know about Chan Bradley, man.
See, I don't want to say his name.
It's buffoonery. It's buffoonery. That's what he does, man. It's buffoonery. You gotta, on one end you got people want to tear down the black father about not being there, and on the other end you got people like him that want to tear down the black father for being there. You know what I'm saying? It's buffoonery. That's all it is. I
Yeah,
don't know what kind of.
we can't
I
win
mean,
for losing.
yeah,
Yeah,
can't
man,
win
we
for losing.
can't win for losing.
Yeah. Whether you're there, whether you're not, can't win for losing. Absolutely. So, like I
Well,
said,
I just want to tell you that I think you're doing an exceptional job, and I like what you're doing because at the end of the day, your son is a champion, and he has an opportunity to become, be a multi-champion. So I don't. I just had a problem with that, and I was disappointed to see that video. And I got to see the dude this week, but it is what it is. I stand on what I think. And if you want to have a conversation on camera, off camera, we can have a conversation about it. But I thought it was some bullshit. But
no,
I just wanted to
it
get your
absolutely,
opinion of it.
it absolutely. You heard me? It absolutely was some bullshit. Yeah, no, it was some bullshit. It was uncalled for. It was just that's very unnecessary hate, misplaced hate. In fact,
Yeah, I feel it. So Brian, I wanted to get your opinion because I know we had talked about it. What is your assessment of what you saw a couple of weeks ago with Boots? What's your assessment of his performance like last month versus Karen? What did you
uh,
see?
my assessment of Boots, his last fight. I mean, my assessment was that was his biggest test. He did what he did with his biggest test. Can't nobody say it wasn't his biggest test. So I mean, I didn't understand what the argument there was. It was absolutely his biggest test. So if he's gonna rise, then that's the time to rise. I mean, if he's gonna rise up, that's the time to do it. And he didn't do that.
Did you see any flaws? Did you see any flaws in his game and his arsenal that made you think like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, I absolutely saw flaws. I saw the same flaws everybody else saw. I saw him stuck in mud. I told you he lost his front leg. It was stuff I had already seen myself anyway. I saw a lot. Get too
So
old.
so after seeing that performance, how confident if you guys can get in the ring, you guys will be successful, aka victorious versus Boots.
I was confident that we would beat him anyway. I had always said that. That's why we wouldn't take the fight. I mean, you got to be confident in yourself to even be in this game to be full fledged in how we doing it. So I was confident that we were going to beat him anyway. But after what I saw, absolutely, it was no question.
So do you think there's Boots seemed to be it seemed to be a question about what his next move gonna be. Me and you both was thinking that okay, he's gonna go up to 154 and fight Ortiz, but according to Eddie Hearn, they're saying that basically, and Eddie Hearn appears to be sort of like pointing the finger at Boots, saying that hey, Boots didn't really want this fight, and the fight was there for him. So I just
Right.
kind of wanted to get your assessment of what you think is going on, and now it kind of vindicates you even more when you were trying to set up a fight with Boots.
I think, yeah, it definitely vindicated me, and I do see that more and more people are starting to see. But I don't think it was Boots. I think it was Eddie. I don't think Boots had nothing to do with it. I think it was Eddie. I think Eddie playing games. I think he has his own plan in place. That's why you got Conor being in a situation, as you see yesterday, the other day, when those negotiations fell through. All of a sudden, you heard about Conor getting a title shot with Barrios, or an offer being made to Barrios for Conor to get that title shot. I think it's Eddie playing games. Simple as that.
So you believe to a certain degree that Eddie might be trying to put the screws to boots to
I
get
know he
Conor
is.
being.
I know he is. There was no question. Based on some of the stuff I heard, and that was untruth in our situation, there was no doubt. There was no doubt. I'm sorry about all the noise, but this be done in 1 second. I said there was no doubt. There was no doubt that's what he was doing.
So at
Right?
this point, yeah, I can hear you. So at this
Yeah.
point, it's kind of like don't believe nothing that Eddie Hearn's mouth.
Absolutely. Absolutely don't believe nothing that come out of Eddie Hearn mouth. Simple as that. And that's on Boosie end too. Nobody should believe anything that Eddie said.
So Brian, what's the next move for Team Norman? Like, what's the next move for you guys?
What we're gonna do is right now we got a title defense. We got a title defense scheduled for August. I mean not August. I'm sorry. March.
August, goddamn.
March. I'm sorry about that. Hold on 1 second. We got a title defense scheduled for March 22nd. We're gonna deal with that, and once we deal with that, we're going back for boots.
Okay. Do you guys have any idea where you're gonna be fighting?
I have no clue, none at all. It was set to be Verona, New York, March the 1st, but I think Verona was being the casino was being remodeled or something like that, so we couldn't do that.
Oh, okay. Oh, they was thinking about putting y'all in upstate New York.
Right. Well, I mean, we do it every year. We done did it, what, 2 years now? This would have been the third year that we do it. They got the same pretty much routine that they go through.
Okay.
Right.
So you guys are gonna okay. So do you, just in case you guys don't get New York, do you plan on possibly
No. It's
having
not gonna
some?
be New York. It's not gonna be New York. I was saying that that's what it was supposed to be. It's not gonna be New York. Definitely not New York.
Okay. So
I
what ideal place you
I
you would
don't
consider fighting at?
I don't have no clue where it is. I think it's March 22nd. If I'm not mistaken, I have no clue exactly where at the moment. As soon as I find
Okay.
out, we'll make an announcement and you'll know too.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully I'll be there because I was at the last fight and I enjoyed the last fight. And
Yeah, I appreciate it.
you guys put on the show. You guys are
Yeah,
must see
we
TV.
we're looking to capitalize off of that and keep that type of performance going. He's been working hard. Getting ironing some things out, and his hands 1,000%, and he's looking about 3 or 4 times better than he looked in the Santillan fight. So, I mean, we're looking to do damage. We're not looking to win basic fights. We want to put on dominant performance no matter who. Like for example, you get a Javante Tank Davis. It doesn't matter who the opponent is. When you go in there, you make a dominant, have a dominant performance and make a dominant statement. I mean, people don't really say much. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're looking to do, no matter who it is. So right now, it's gonna be Derek Cuevas. Not saying he's nobody because he's ranked number 7 in the WBA and the WBO. Sorry, he's ranked number 7 in the WBO, and I mean, he deserves a title. He worked to get this shot. He's 27-1 with 19 knockouts. I'm sorry, he's not a slouch or a pushover. Um, he comes to fight, so that's what we're looking to get.
Hey, hey, Brian, your signal. signal going in and out.
Oh, my bad, boss. My bad. My bad. Can't you hear me now?
Try again.
Can't you hear me? Can't you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I could hear you. I could hear you somewhat.
It's still breaking up right now.
Okay, that sounds better.
All right. Okay. What I was saying was, we look to make a dominant performance, no matter where we fight or who we fight. Right now, it's gonna be against Derek Quaybag. Like, you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I know who he is. I've seen the kid. I've seen the
Right.
kid fight before.
Yeah, 27-1, 19 knockouts. I think his one loss was a split decision loss. So, I guess he's not a slouch. I guess he made his way through the ranks to earn that shot. So we gonna give him that shot as he deserves, and then after that, we're going for unification bouts, pretty much only, or statement fights only, meaning something like a Jerron Ennis, a Mario Barrios, a Montes Staniones, or some other top welterweight where we can make a statement. Even if it's like even if we can go back and re-look at that Tio thing. Tio ducked all and still ducking.
Yeah, T.O. don't know what he want to do, man.
I know what he
All
didn't want to
T.O.
do.
does is just
I know what
basically
he
talk.
did. I know what Tio didn't want to do. He didn't want to fight Brian Norman Jr. That's what he didn't want to do. He did. He did. I told people that
Facts.
from the very. I told people that from the very start. So I don't know what he do want to do, but I know what he did not want to do. And I told people that when they first announced it. I started watching how he was moving. I started watching how he was dodging questions. He never brought up my son's name. It was crazy. I was like, wait a minute. People saying that this is what he's looking to do, but that man never said my son's name at all. So it really not saying it was his fault. He really never said it at all. Bob
Yeah.
Arum, Bob Arum started that. Then that started a bunch of rumors. That started everybody else talking. And then before you know it, he was having to defend Ducking when he never said he wanted to fight him.
Yeah, that's interesting because he doesn't seem interested in fighting anybody, and I think that's where the disappointment comes in with Tiafimo.
Right. Exactly. I mean, again, man. I mean, we looking to make the biggest fights that we can at this moment. So we looking to try to make them happen. You ain't gonna get no.
So
Yeah.
so speaking of Tank, how do you think Tank versus Lamont Roach plays out?
I don't know much about Lamont Roach, so I can't even speak on that fight. I never watched the fight at all. Somebody sent me a fight of him, and I never really watched it, never really paid no attention, so I don't know.
I think my own personal assessment, I think it'll be a typical Tank night. I just think Tank will get him out of there within maybe 6 rounds, and it'll just be a typical Tank fight. And then the question will still remain: okay, what's next for Tank? Okay, you knocked the guy like this out, so when are we going to see you fight the upper echelons of fighters? This is another fight that okay is like, so what? And then you making them come up and wait. So I think people are kind of growing tired of Tank. So I'm just trying to figure out when is Tank going to accept a real challenge. I think the fight that everybody wants to see is him versus Shakur. So that I just wanted to put that out there about Tank, and I just wanted to ask you, what do you think of that fight, and what do you think of Tank's path of where he is at age 30? Some people still think he's a prospect.
My bad, bitch. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
My bad. I lost you for a minute. I'm sorry about that. But what were you saying? What was the last thing you said?
I just wanted to ask you, what's your assessment of the Tank? He just made 30, and there's still some questions like surrounding him as a fighter, and his,
I mean,
and basically his resume of opponents.
all the real boxing fans have those questions. All the real boxing fans are still asking those questions. I mean, but if you don't want to answer the question, you don't want to answer the question.
In 2 miles, take exit 78 for Sigmund Road.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He don't like you want to answer the question. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, and I just think that fans are kind of like growing tired of this. When you look at his resume, you looking at what's his signature win, and it's just like, okay, his signature win is basically Ryan Garcia.
Right, a non-title holder. Ryan Garcia is a non-title holder. Never had a title in no weight division, no weight class. Been fighting for a while. I think that was his only title shot against Tank. That way he had the other one against Devin, but he missed the weight. So I mean, Ryan really is running on popularity. He really hasn't done anything in the sport himself. So if we're looking for fight,
I
we're
get
looking
it.
for beat.
All right.
What you say, Biz?
So Brian, do you think? Yeah. Do you think anything is going to stand in the way of you guys unifying and becoming undisputed?
I mean, it's gonna always be something that it's gonna always be roadblocks. So I don't know what they may be or
In
what
a
may
half
come
mile,
up, but
take exit 78 for Sigmund
yeah,
Road.
you're gonna always have roadblocks. I don't know. I don't know what they may be, in the near future, but you're gonna always have some type of roadblocks. But I don't think it should be anything we can't overcome.
I mean, is it really that difficult to like make sanctioning fights where
Take
you
exit
fight for
78, then
unification? Is it really that difficult, or is just politics involved? And if so, like, who do you blame for these fights not happening?
I'm gonna tell you.
use the
I'm
left
gonna
two
tell you
lanes to
why.
take the ramp to Sigmund Road Southwest, then use any lane to turn left onto Sigmund Road Southwest.
I'm gonna tell you why it's that difficult. It's the fighters, it's the networks, it's the jumping across the networks, it's the fees that got to be paid. It's a lot of things that come into play. It's a lot of things that come into play. A lot of people don't. The networks. You gotta think like even with the network with PBC, they know
At the
Barrios is
light,
a
use any lane to turn left onto Sigmund Road Southwest.
weak link, but they do not want to lose that
Continue on
belt.
Sigmund Road Southwest for 3 miles.
They don't want to lose that belt. They don't want Barrios to lose that belt, so they're gonna try to hold on to it as long as they can.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I looked at Mario Barrios' last fight, which was on the Mike Tyson card, and I basically saw some things that showed me that Barrios is living on borrowed time.
Absolutely, everybody know that. Everybody know that, and even PBC know that. But they want to keep as many world champions as they can, as any network does, any promoter does. They want to keep as many world champions as they can because it looks good on them.
So, do you think it's going to be just if Barrios' name pop up? Do you think that the PBC is going to prevent some hurdles from you guys getting a unification bout against Barrios?
I think it absolutely would. Hell yeah, I think they would.
God
I think
damn.
Stanionis and Boost will be the best opportunity that we will get. I'm not sure if they. Barrios probably have to lose it to somebody else in order to get the opportunity. Or
Okay.
somebody has to pay a whole lot of money to get him to fight to make the PBC happy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad that you guys are giving me a clearer picture of what's going on, because the guys behind the scenes, the media people, we get frustrated because we like damn, why can't we get these fights to happen? And if so, why do we have to wait so long?
Prima donnas, man. Everybody prima donnas, man. Everybody wants something. Everybody want this, and I don't even necessarily mean it's all the fighters. It's probably gonna be more so the promoters than anything. Like I said, whether it be what's gonna be the best interest for your fighter, what's gonna be the best interest for us. So with all those different people and those different attitudes and personalities involved, ain't no telling what you're gonna get.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that I got a better understanding of that. All right. Well, Brian, I appreciate you coming on here because I know it's getting late out there because I got to get ready for work tomorrow. But when you have a formal announcement, you are more than welcome to come on my platform and make a formal announcement. You are always welcome here. You are always welcome here.
Okay, I appreciate you, Biz. I appreciate you, man. Have a good one. All right.
Hey, I'll see you. I'll see you in a few weeks, man.
I'll see you in a few weeks, man. Okay, I'll see you in a few weeks.
All right, brother.
All right, brother.